What's up, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen of all genders? Here, ladies, we are ready for game number 2, Omega Gaming Unleashed versus Team Quintessence here in the not the UJL, the LHGUL here. I am Rudude, joined on the desk by Josh and Ivor. After a rough game number 1 from Unleashed, a strong early game, unfortunately not carrying them through to the late game promised land that they were hoping for. What are you hoping for from game number 2 here, guys?
Adaptation, Coach Gap. That's
Yeah, well, I don't think it's Coach Cap. I just think they just need to. It seemed like they got antsy once TQ got some drags, so I think they just need to stay calm and play it out.
yeah.
They-
We know Unleashed always throws game ones, so let's see here. We do see the Senna and the Hecarim taken away. Two major picks from the last game. Caitlyn locked in for the side of Omega Gaming Unleashed. I'm assuming Ash. Yep,
yeah.
Ash.
Okay, big snooze fest.
There should be a Morgana pick. If they don't take the Morgana, I really expect that being picked would set next.
Yeah, you Morgana, Caitlyn, super strong bot lane. You hit a binding, the Caitlyn hits a trap, and then the rest of it is just history. So you really have to be on your toes if you play the Caitlyn into more. If you play the Karma into Morgana, because you are pretty squishy and you will probably just get blown up if the Caitlyn's got a BF sword in her inventory at some point. They look like they're deliberating on it though, probably trying to hold support counter pick because we left support till round 2 of the draft. Last time round as well, so we'll have to see. Karma picks up. And obviously, Vic pick up the? Does he pick up the Morgana here, or is he going to do something a little bit different? I think the safe pick is Morgana, right? So
yeah.
he literally has his choice of champions that he wants to play right now. He knows he's playing into a Karma. He can pick whatever he'd like to go against it.
That actually works pretty okay.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty proficient Lux player now. Gragas Yasuo.
Okay. Whenever Unleashed pick Gragas, you have to expect the Yasuo.
And we have to expect the Lux. Okay.
So they're just leaving
Yasuo will be banned here.
or picked R3 Yasuo blind. And then ban away Akali, ban away LeBlanc?
I have some insider information here.
Okay,
No,
what
you
is it?
don't.
Breaking news.
The Madman plays Gragas top lane.
Oh,
So this
I
could
think
be
I
a
have
bait
before actually.
to just get the Yasuo pick banned out. Kane jungle being hovered.
Okay, go early game, please, I beg. Just slam this Kane into the ground.
Fuck it, man. Let's go full sinner.
Lee Sin?
Lee Sin? Oh, if Simalcrum can play if Simalcrum is allowed to play Lee Sin, he'll lock it in.
Are you saying he's not going to be allowed?
Nope. The Yumi ban? Why do we ban Yumi?
I don't know.
I think Karma mid maybe. Oh, so this could be Lux mid to match the Karma mid. I like this. I like this.
This is big brain.
This is big brain.
We
Princeton
just had
has
no
been.
idea. We're just waiting with bated breath. That's what I was curious about. I didn't know whether they were going to ban Akali or if they were going to ban Yasuo, because obviously Gragas Yasuo is still available, but they wanted to ban Akali away from game 1, so they literally just mirrored bans from... Actually, they changed the Ornn up. The Ornn didn't get banned away game 1, but Graves Mordekaiser did. And then round 2 bans was identical. Shen blind, or not, well, I guess the Shen blind pick here. We'll have to see if Madman fancies the matchup with the Gragas. Because I think your body slam interrupts the taunt, so might be a fairly decent matchup for him if you can time that well.
I don't think it'd be terrible. Oh, okay.
They take the tree.
Where's Malagor in the chat? Any Malagors in the chat?
The thing here is
Yeah.
how much AP have Unleashed got. If they lock in the Yasuo, they're gonna have no magic damage, so they kinda are forced into something a little bit different than Gragas Yasuo. Unless they just feel like Sim can carry with the magic damage, or they can snowball early on and reach level 6 before it becomes an issue.
Okay.
Yes, okay, I'm happy.
I mean, it's kind of the same on the other side though. TQS doesn't have a magic damage either.
Yeah, but okay, so Ash is a sitting duck here, right? She's going to get ulted by Gragas. He also is going to be ulting on her in every team fight,
Yeah.
and she will be dying.
Ideally.
They need. Oh, that's. I literally was going to say they need a secondary DPS, and they just lock in Gorky.
Yep.
So what we're looking for is Malcolm to find an angle to get both Corki and Ash, and what we're looking for TQS is to not give them that angle, right?
But that's not the only win con here, right? There's still Caitlyn Lux. They do a lot of damage. There's not.
How
like,
many times have we seen Unleashed play through bot lane?
Okay, I'm not saying that enough. Okay, how many times have I seen a team with Aaron and Vic who played through it? Aaron and Vic a lot.
Come on, dude. Come on. Wait a minute. Let's get out of the past here.
Okay.
New season, new Unleashed. They're gonna play through bot lane and they're gonna win with Caitlyn. They're gonna sideline the Yasuo.
You doubt it? You highly doubt it?
So do I.
It's gonna be a lot of Aaron being left out to dry and the whole team being on the other team.
I mean, they have 3 divers and then Caitlyn looks backline, right? So,
yeah.
How easy is it going to be for Lux to bind a Kayn when the Kayn has Qs and ulti to dodge? That's what we've got to look for in terms of how easy it is for adjustment to position.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, TQ can really play Kayn the same way they played Heck. Power farm and then use your mobility. It's literally like the same kind of jungle.
Yeah, Kayn needs to do a little bit more to get that strength, because if he just farms up and doesn't interact with the champions, then he's gonna come out with all of this farm and then just get one shot because he's base Kayn. Yeah. You want the Ras to come through. This is definitely a Ras game, by the way, as well. There are some games you can look at and go, there's an excuse for blue Kayn. This is not one of those games.
If you got blue Kayn in this game, you're trolling.
He's gonna blue Kayn and blow up Caitlyn Lux and it's GG.
I mean, it's something you can do, right? I know there's a couple Kayn players that are happy to, like, if they see 2 squishies bot lane, they'll just go blue Kayn and camp it and just win through bot. But I don't know that you're gonna do that in competitive and just bank on assassins. Or bank on an assassin, essentially. And we have to remember, if they go for that, you know, somebody's farming out in a side lane, the pick potential from TQ is actually going to be pretty huge with Stand United. Like, I can see Princeton being sat in a side lane and then just going for a 1v1 with Corki and then get Shen ulted on. I can see it already in my brain.
Yeah.
But it's all going to be coming down to, like, again, how the early game plays out, because Malcolm definitely has advantage early on in the jungle. Gragas beats Kayn, like, before Kayn has a form. If Gragas is able to, you know, abuse him in the jungle and maybe abuse mid lane a little bit, abuse any form of role. Yeah, he just needs to get things going while Kayn is still farming up his orbs. That's what has to happen here, I think.
Indeed. We're just waiting out this pick ban. You have anything else? You guys have anything else to add on the draft? I mean, I think we touched on pretty much how both teams need to play this game if they want to win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just the angles really. A lot of geometry in this one.
Top lane's favourable matchup for the Madman, right? Like we talked about Marquez Shen.
Yeah. So
okay.
I feel like I've talked about this matchup like 5 times in the last 3 days.
Broadcast it to the people.
Every time I talk about this matchup, it just seems like it's more and more favored for Maokai. You can stop Shen's ult, obviously. You can Twisted Advance the taunt. You can hit Shen out of his W with your Q. Your sapling's phenomenal against Shen. Shen can't like heavy engage on you because of your R. You just walk away. It's just a safe overall laner against Shen, and denies him the strengths that he has in lane.
Now, I don't know if you're gonna have the answer to me to this for me, but if a Maokai times his Twisted Advance just right, can he follow Shen ult?
No.
Okay, that's
He
sad.
cannot. He actually stops the Shen ult if he W's it. But
I know
I guess
Akali
it,
can, right? So there's Akali. She hits the E and then just runs just down to bot lane with it.
yeah.
It's a slightly different interaction. I know.
Yeah. Trying to think here. Maybe? To my knowledge, it's a no.
Yeah, I don't think it would. It's just, I mean the point of Stand United, I guess you would want to interrupt it. You wouldn't want to try and
Yeah, because
follow them down.
he's gonna end up on his teammate, right? So you're gonna end up on their team.
Yeah, that's where you want the tank to be.
Right, you end up on their team and then you press R and you just win.
Yeah,
That's
but
where the tank's supposed to be, in the front line. What do you mean? It's perfect.
no, you're supposed to play backline.
That's why Tank Akali got banned this game. I figured it out.
Okay.
He was going to build
Alright.
Sunfire Cape and going to build another item and then win. Do you remember Tank pre-WeWork Akali when you used to just go tank? Ugh. That was disgusting.
I used to play a lot of rework Akali, and then they reworked during us like this champion just
Requires
now
too
has
many
a skill.
brain cells.
Yep, now has a skill cap. I no longer play back to
Oh.
Malzahar.
Oh no. I miss
Hey, I'm
Malzahar
playing a
glory
pretty.
days.
I'm playing a pretty skillful champion in the support clan. Okay, Lux is not easy by any regard.
Oh, you should take tips from Viscera, I think. This game, have a look. He can coach
All
you.
right, I'll take notes. All right, but let's cut it to a quick break because we're gonna have to sync up anyways.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the stream shortly here.
What's up, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Omega Gaming Esports Twitch channel. Today, we've got the continuation of the Omega Gaming Unleashed versus Team Quintessence series in the LHGUL. I'm Rudude, joined on the desk by Ivar, who's right now eating some nice little pizza, and Josh, who is taking the cast seriously and is not eating on cast.
Exactly. I'm 100% professional here.
Hey, we appreciate those. I wanna ask you, Josh, real quick.
Yep.
What's the play for Samarkand in this early game? I don't know where you play, what role you do, but what do you want to see from him? Because I feel like Ludwig really took over that game, and we need to see Samarkand do something to prevent that happening.
Yeah, so I'm actually a retired jungler.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I actually, used to play with Aaron and Vic, or Adjustment and Vic, so, Sim just needs to get, early vision and just basically deny Kane whatever he can. Because the longer it takes for Kane to get online, the easier it's going to be for him.
That was something we saw them slightly struggle with, I suppose, in game number 1 as well, was the vision cap and what they could and couldn't do.
They had no vision on Hecarim all game.
I want to point out that the Kane went for a rejuve bead as well instead of refillable, which I don't know if that's suggesting he's going to go Tiamat or whether he's actually just misclicked, but Tiamat is a blue Kane item, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Blue Kane is a possibility. You just get on the back line and then get the Shen on top of you.
Conquer is a red Kane rune though. I feel like he has to go Conquer. He has to go red Kane with Conqueror.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of sad. I would have quite liked to see a blue Kane just try and ruin the bot lane and try and see what happened, but I mean,
Level 2 priority coming out for Omega Gaming Unleashed in the bot lane here.
Okay, how's your pizza, dude?
What pizza?
Yeah. Deny it. Nice.
What topic?
What else? Mushroom and peppers.
Okay.
For the theoretical pizza that I did not have. Okay, Princeton showing the mastery of his champion here in the mid lane. Actually takes a bit of a trade back from his taunt in the top lane. Kibo's going to go aggressive onto Madman. Madman cancels an auto or two.
Took a lot of creep damage there too.
Both these mid laners started with the Cull as well, worth noting. Corki has exhaust as well, so if Yasuo ever goes in and Miz feels like he's in any form of danger, just throws down the exhaust and we'll be able to Valk out pretty easily. Corki's just such a safe laner that it's incredibly difficult for Princeton to ever get a full all-in without just having it mitigated by a by a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Right there, look. If he's against an immobile mid laner, then that's an entirely different play out.
Exhaust is such a buzzkill spell.
Mm-hmm. I agree. You just take it into the mid lane and you just Pepe laugh at people.
Take it on 80 carry and then you do it Pepe left.
Both ADCs have cleansed this game. I mean, so Jim's staring down having Lux Bind and Maokai Root, and then Adjustment's got Shen Taunt and Ashe ulti that he needs to dodge or contend with in terms of cleanses. So, both equal sort of reason to take it, I'll say. Both have 2 big CC spells that they want to dodge or cleanse out from, but a 3-man bot lane at that right now. Sim's in nearby. These traps are doing work as well. Might zone them.
Body slam does land, but Heal does come out to keep Ludwig alive. Just been DPSing a lot of damage, just not enough.
Oh, look at all those souls that the blue Kane.
That's all blue Kane. We might see a blue Kane here.
I don't know. I'm kind of down. Let's see it. He's got the Shen ult to get. Oh, turret shot, Princeton. You're gonna have to flash, buddy.
I think it's a little too late.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Tragic start for the side of Unleashed here.
That
Hey,
was bad.
that's going in the casting reel right there.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, that's about as bad a start as Unleashed could have hoped for, to be honest. This is how I was expecting game 1 to go. In terms of early game presence. If we look at the junglers right now, it's not a pretty sight. Ludwig level 5, Samalcom level 3. Early on, that's pretty terrible. Princeton obviously also dying solo essentially in the mid lane. Flashing too late. And taking a turret shot. That is really showing his mastery on the champion though. If you don't take a turret shot as Yasuo in lane, then you really aren't a Yasuo player.
He's trying to get to his 10 death power spike quickly.
Ah, that's actually a big brain play.
Oh, taunt hits. Ludwig top lane now. The slow's going to get flashed away from Madman. It's going to be all well and good up on the top side, but Kibu's going to be able to set up a big freeze here and might be able to deny this Maokai for a considerable amount of waves.
He backs? Does have the TP available? Wonder if Maokai will be able to break that freeze quickly.
Yeah, gets it into his turret, so actually not as bad as it looks. Samarco actually going to get the Drake off of that top lane gank, so yeah, little bits of signs of hope here early on. 2,000 gold down, very, very early in favour of TQ, but Unleashed grabbed themselves a Drake, and now Samarcom looking bot lane as well. There's definitely a potential gank to be had here should Pastafarian and Jim step up far enough. Looks like they're wise to the play though, and they're gonna sit back under their turret, let Adjustment and Vic farm up this wave, and continue to push it in by all accounts.
Oh no.
Oh, Vic, this is the wrong hood, my friend. And Ludwig picks himself up another section of dark or of blue souls, and with the Tiamat picked up as well.
This is what I was talking about, getting early vision on Kane.
Yeah, they pretty much bait that perfectly. Jim and Pastafarian just put a ward over the wall and tell Vic to go hit it. They didn't have vision of the Kane, and then he's just there essentially and gets himself a free kill. And Sim actually swapping to Exhaust pretty early on here as well on the spellbook. So he's not going to have that probably for the rest of the game at this point. And, you know, Exhaust scales incredibly well as you get later and later into the game, because the 30-40% damage reduction obviously reducing a lot more damage as you get to that point later on. But not having to use it so early means that there's a chance that he can cycle it back around. But it's not looking too good.
Oh, they lane swapped?
Yeah, this is Omega Gaming Unleashed playing the neutral game here, and doing it pretty well here. They swap there, they take a double recall, top lane resets, bot lane resets, and then they're gonna have, obviously, you know, you can look at the freeze that had been set up bot lane. Ash Karma or what am I doing? Yeah, Ash Karma's freezing this incredibly well, and now they see the Maokai down here. They're gonna look to push it and farm up and try and pressure some plates. But that wave was pretty much untouchable for Adjustment and Vicro, because as soon as they walk up, they're just going to get caned through a wall, and they've got no way of putting the vision down to stop it, because they would just die to Karma Ash, who are so far ahead of them right now. So the swaps, pretty huge. All in the mid lane, no Valkyrie mana for Mir's Exhaust goes down to Princeton, but Lil Wazy is here, and the channel comes through. Umbral Trespass as well, going to take down Princeton. 0-2 in the mid lane, Berserker Greaves, 5th of the way toward the power spike.
That just wasn't a good fight.
Yeah, the Exhaust really destroying him there, as well as, you know, Stand United and the gank potential.
It almost feels like they're going for like these plays of desperation now.
Yeah. This is what happened last game.
I said this game it feels like they kind of have to though. Like last game was, I feel it was a mistake to go for these plays. I think that this game they kind of have to try, because otherwise they're just gonna slowly start bleeding out, and then just the game will be over. Which I believe is how they probably felt after game, or in game 1, when it was not quite the case, I don't think. But look, still 2-level lead in the jungle. Samalcrim level 6 to level 8 of Lud. And I'll be surprised if this Herald gets called and actually has pretty much any effect.
It might get some plates, but that's it.
Yeah.
Who has it?
Simulacrum.
Okay.
I mean, Madman's having a nice time bot lane, but
Yeah.
other than that, there really is nothing to boast about for Unleashed here.
Just about the only person on Unleashed having a good time.
Yeah. Adjustment is so far behind on this Caitlyn right now.
Yeah, that early play bottom really, unfortunately, put him behind.
If you don't
And
get
I
a
feel
BF
so-
sword first recall on Caitlyn, like, or if you, the only exception to that is if you're cheatering and getting a call, so, or boots or something like that. Like, unless you're backing with like 300, 400 gold to buy another starting item, if you don't get BF sword off your first base, it feels incredibly bad for Caitlyn.
They're gonna rift and get first tower. It's not bad.
Yeah, they're actually playing the map pretty well here. They're gonna rift. Probably a little bit too late. You know, if they were playing the map perfectly, then Sim would have probably been up here a little bit earlier, and they'd have dropped that down, swapped the lanes back for the Drake that's coming up. But to be honest, they know they're so far behind that this play is absolutely fine because they're just trading plays, so they don't lose a Drake fight.
We're gonna see another one, so.
Yes. Cloud wins quicken. Woo!
Yasuo wins solo buff.
Ah, the law buff. We love it. Did he go Spirit Blossom? Let's see. No, he got base Yasuo.
Yeah, he's a base Yasuo player.
I'm a base Yasuo player, to be fair. When I play Yasuo, I play base. Blood caught by the binding, but Vic went the... Oh! Oh, okay. That had potential.
It was almost the angle, but I think Kefka was out of range.
We pressed one of the buttons and just forgot about the other.
Okay, dude.
I think he was just out of range right there, so went a
probably-
little bit too early.
But he was out of range.
Mm. All told though, CS numbers aren't horrendous.
No, it's just the kills.
Yeah, and jungle as well, probably down about 5 camps, but the kills are so huge on
Yeah.
this Kane as well. Still yet to, I believe, decide what form he's gonna go. Yeah, not elected for any yet, so most likely he's got one of them and he's just waiting on the other one to load up, but we have to see which one it is.
He probably has blue
Yeah.
for red.
Yeah, he's recalling now, so I'll be interested to see whether or not he's actually got form. Oh, he stopped recalling, so I'm a liar. Sorry, boys. Sorry, everybody.
Unacceptable. Seems like I'm the only professional around here.
Yeah. Okay, finding hits. Trap not gonna arm in time. Adjustment a little too far from that one. Well, I don't know who initiated this lane swap, but Princeton's up against Shen. And the Madman is up against Corki, and these are just two... I feel like this is much worse for Omega than it is for TQ. Ulti's committed, but once again, Princeton not quite in range, and flash burn by Ludwisi, able to get himself to a little bit of safety, and with the Karma by his side, able to walk on out, gonna get the crab. Didn't get the blue buff, so Malcolm with the out smite, managed to secure that one.
This is so terrible for Madman.
Yeah. Oh, there's that exhaust. I mean, so this Maokai matchup right now is pretty horrendous. He specs so far into Sunfire Cape, which is 2,600 gold, to have maybe only 1,400 gold's worth of effectiveness because he's got so much armor. Versus a Corki who just does magic damage. Might even be able to dive him at some point, to be honest, as well. You actually went Blue Cane.
Oh wow.
Straight to
Oh,
Dirk.
I am a fan.
Ludwig feeling it.
Ludwig's going stupid. That's in some ways that's actually good for Unleashed.
Depends how well he plays it, because I think Blue Cane's fine this game.
Oh no, Princeton not again.
Good engage. Double flash burned.
3 flashes so far burned from some Malcolm's casks in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, and he keeps using them on different targets. We need to see some conversion on the flashes into something, right, as well.
Ludwig's just tanking the tower. He does not care.
I think Blue Cane's really strong this game because there's 3 people that he can assassinate. Maybe 4 if Simarkram's Zonya's is going to be on cooldown as well. Like, Sim's not gone for Cinderhulk. He's a squishy fat man with this build. Has got ninja tabbies, but that's not going to save you from 202 Kane, who's got significant item advantage over you.
And a 2-level lead too.
Yeah. You can see he's just running around. Karma's just going to shield him, and he's just going to run through walls and try and find people to kill.
Yeah.
The move speed from Cloud Soul as well, probably quite nice for him to try and get through more walls than he would be able to usually. And there's going to be a point in this game where Ludwig doesn't need his ulti to kill Adjustment, and he's probably already there, to be honest. Like, he can just probably WQ auto with Tiamat and win and kill these squishy members bot lane. Neither of them have got armor yet. Both like, more levels down on him. This is free pickings at some point for Ludwig here.
It's not looking good at all.
And I like it, you know, they're saying that they want to get some snowball going, that they want to make things happen. The Blue Cane's the perfect pick to do that. Yes, the Red Cane, it'd be nice to sort of stabilize and keep themselves quote safer. But I think when they're this far ahead, Blue Cane makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Unleashed is setting up for the Rift Herald. They're just gonna take it. It looks like. I don't know if they caught Lud on a ward recalling, but he is in base, so Smalcom with the smite gonna pick that one up pretty free of charge. Another good objective denied.
That man needs to back up. He's just gonna die.
Ulti gonna not really do a whole lot there for him, and takes down Lud to probably quite a big chunk of his health, but
He might have been able to 1v1 there if
yeah.
the rest didn't show up.
But Wise again, Unleashed, playing the map here. 3 people go top lane, they send 3 people mid lane, use the Herald, break the mid tier 1.
Could have saved the rift though.
Say it, sorry?
I think they could have saved it. Like
Yeah, just
like,
pushed.
Yeah. Used it for a tier 2.
But here with Omega caught on resets. June? Just about okay. And you know, we'll, at this point, Unleashed need to wait for a couple more items to come through before they can start taking fights. Yes, Caitlyn's finally reached her Infinity Edge, but is not on a par with the Ashe, who's got Runans and Essence Reaver. Similarly with Princeton in the mid lane. Phantom Dancer is nice and everything, but when you ask what really turns on is that 3-item spike. You know, IE is a nice spike for him as well because he gets crit, but he's still really squishy. What he wants is to get that Death Dance in third and just become a sort of drain tank with Conqueror, with Death Dance, with the 100% crit, and just becoming a bit of a nuisance really to deal with. So Unleashed are a long way away from that, and I think that the lead that Team Quintessence have is enough for the minute at least for them to carry on taking fights and carry on playing the map how they want to.
Yeah, I think it would have been better for Sim to go tanky too.
Kivu maybe caught out here with Madman trying to engage, but Pastafarian and this menacing Ludwisi here, this blue cane lurking in the sides, along with Corki as well, so what looked like it could have been a play gets called off by Unleashed wisely, because you feel like if they overextended for that, that might have just been the entire game thrown completely out of whack. Drake up in about 40 seconds. Unleashed 5 members on the bot side, but still no vision really established in the enemy jungle, in the enemy river even. Like, I use the term enemy river because this just isn't their portion of the map at this point. No no outer turrets rather to fall back to, and they're getting scrapes of vision around the river, but you have to feel like as soon as TQ just walk on in, they're probably going to be able to sweep it right back out again. And here it goes. Drake up right now. Probably just going to have to be given over. They have Gragas Yasuo combo and Maokai TP, but don't know that it's going to be enough, or even if it's going to want to be enough. Yeah, they just give it up. Makes sense, to be honest.
Arrow does come on the mid lane, hits Vic. Chop is down, but the package has come out. Visceral probably will be instantly popped. He does get insta-popped. Flash onto Adjustment. Adjustment goes down to Ludwisi. Ludwisi trying to get out of the tower range. Tower range is now being tanked by Jim, but doesn't matter. 3 for 0. And the side of Team Quintessence have their eyes on Baron.
You'd think they'd have to know that was coming.
Well, they have no vision in the river, and I know that they can predict the play. But the Ash Arrow from Fog of War is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And not flashing it instantly is kind of greedy as well.
Yeah.
Even Adjustment could have tanked it and cleansed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you never want to do that as ADC, but that's also like a possibility.
No, you're right, for sure. Definitely could have been something to do. And with the Baron as well there, that's another large spike of cash going in the favour of TQ. All the while, these 2 item power spikes still not being hit by the Unleashed guys yet. Stormraiser not finished on Caitlyn. The IE not there.
The level difference in the jungle is pretty big now too.
It feels like they're just getting slowly suffocated.
Yeah.
There really is no answer in their comp.
Yeah, they tried to make the plays right, and then they got punished for it. So since then, they've just stopped making the plays, and now it is just becoming that slow suffocation. So, you know, I give credit to Unleashed because they tried to make their plays, but ultimately were unsuccessful because of the tools that TQ had available. And more praise to TQ for playing out pretty much flawlessly here. They're making plays with their advantages around the map. They're using all of the tools available to them. Ash ulti coming through. They've even gone Blue Cane for increased picks. Got themselves the Baron now, and we'll just have to see how good they are and how successful they can be when closing out again. Because 8k gold down, you have to feel like this is
It's a pretty big comeback if they make it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the final touches to be done by Team Quintessence right now.
Sorry, my cough is like acting up. That's why I've been
No, that's fine, don't worry.
muting randomly. I'd rather cough muted than cough in the mic, you know.
Of course. We're just looking for things to happen right now, because we Unleashed really are just getting starved out of their own jungle, and the vision game as well from Team Quintessence is showing once again. They're stepping up a lot. Twisted Advance misses onto Kibu, and now Miz with the 3. Oh, Princeton goes in with that barrel, gets exhausted immediately, so Malcolm follows up with a double body slam. Windwall is going to go up to protect, and the Zonius comes through to dodge away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Vicro and Adjustment now present for the fight. Final Spark going to come through to just do a little bit of damage onto Miz, but the Baron push is still there for Team Quintessence right now. Bloodweezy in the mid lane. Adjustment and Vicro trying to farm up down bot lane. Kibu maybe caught out a little bit here, but going to get himself away with the aid of Karma. And also Jim throwing the cleanse down in celebration of his freedom.
Okay, well, Baron just wore off. So,
No inhibits down. That's a good
Yeah.
sign.
All
Yeah.
told, not bad, not bad. They weather the
Oh.
storm.
it's now a 10k goal lead though, so
Yeah, it wasn't a wasted Baron, it just wasn't the optimal Baron. Adjustment and Princeton have got their 2 items, so maybe there's the potential for it a team fight, maybe a skirmish where they catch one person out and can win the ensuing collapse.
they're both almost down like an entire item though.
Yeah. It's looking pretty rough. Cloud Soul spawning in 24, 25 seconds.
This is it. If they fight for this and lose, then the game's over.
Yeah. I think I'd want to see them, if they're playing to... I don't even know if playing to win would mean they give this or leave this, because they give this, so that's just such another huge advantage to a team that's so far ahead. But like you say, if they lose this, they just lose the game. So it's a lose-lose situation here, and it looks like they're going to opt for the one that keeps them alive.
I think the problem is they keep looking for Maokai TP flanks, and not realizing that they don't have a front line if he does that,
Yeah.
and they just die. Like Maokai needs to be in front of like everybody before.
But even right now though, he still gets melted so fast.
Yeah, but I'm saying earlier as well, like it's just so bad, and Adjustment's probably gonna get insta one tapped here. Yeah.
It's the same thing as last time.
Yep. The exact same thing.
They throw Enchanted Crystal Arrow, they drop Valkyrie, catch out somebody who's greeting a summon a spell. Twisted Advance under the turret, Jim has to flash away from the turret, but Princeton in the backline not really doing a whole lot. Ludwig causing so much chaos for the rest of the Unleashed guys. Madman doing the best he can, but 5 members is just too many for him. He's going to fall, the inhib's going to fall shortly after, and you have to feel the Nexus turrets are next under siege.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty unfortunate series for Unleashed, but well played from Team Quintessence.
Yeah, it was.
Snowballed, played to their strengths, and just slowly choked out Unleashed.
Yeah, the vision difference in this one was pretty big too. Again.
Excuse me. Let's check these damage charts pretty quickly.
Oh no. It's a Papa Funk special from 4 members on Omega.
Yeah, it was just a really off game. It seemed like after that level 4 fight, I want to say in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Where we
Where-
O-node everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid got solo killed, bot lane 2v2'd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was after a failed gank as well.
Yeah, it just seemed like from that point on, the game was not lost. It just seemed like mentally they were like they knew they were behind, right? And they
Yeah.
got desperate, and Princeton tried to make a couple plays, and unfortunately exhaust. He tanked that turret shot. Then the Shen TP turned another one around, and they couldn't really get anything going.
Yeah, lots of little things that amounted to eventually just a pretty colossal loss, all told. Gold graph at the end of that probably isn't too pretty, to be honest. Neither is the kill score either, not managing to pick up anything that game. So really well played by TQ at the end of the day. Like they came into the games with a plan, and Ludwisi, I feel like MVP for me here. Both games having significant XP differential, lots of impact as well. Played his role pretty flawlessly, I think.
Yeah, really well played from him.
Yeah, I agree. He was.
I think that's all we have for you guys today, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
That's all we have today. We will be back tomorrow night with the Mega Gaming Syndicate taking on Kuma Shurikens, I believe, in another LHG League Premier League Week 3 matchup, Week 2 matchup. Sorry. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll be back. Me and the dude. I don't know if Josh will be here, but me and the dude will for sure be here. Thanks for joining us, Josh. Thank you, dude, as always.
Always
Anything
a
else to add,
pleasure.
guys?
No,
Not
it was a
from
great
me.
time.
All right, it's just drop those follows. Appreciate it. Twitter, Twitch, so we know when we're live. And we'll be back tomorrow. And then I think we also stream Friday, and I think we also stream Saturday.
Yep, it's a busy week.
Yeah, bunch of teams. Much love, guys. Take care.
Peace. Oh shit.